Hey everyone! Last week I asked you if you wanted to see some of the wines that I have in my wine collection, so I figured I would do that today. I'll just take you through where I store all my samples, all my wines, and then some of my favorite bottles that I have in. So let's get to it. Also, puppy's sleeping. Oh my god. So first, this is like my main wine rack. I've had it forever. It's from Wayfair. It's pretty beat up, but it does the job, holds glasses for me and some wines. And then here I have a New Air wine fridge. This one also has can storage, so some Bud Lights, some soda, and then it has storage for a bunch of bottles. Then if we come over to this side, this is my spirits, you know, some fortified wines, some good stuff, samplers that I get in, just, you know, whatever. I don't have a ton of liquor. And this is my other New Air, or actually this is a wine fridge off Amazon. Pete got me for my birthday a couple years ago. Really nice, holds a ton of bottles, so I keep a lot of bottles I want to age in here. Then if you come over to my closet, we have another wine fridge hiding in here, which is just kind of, it's empty right now, but we do have a couple bottles in there actually. And it's just cold and dark, so they just stay in there. And welcome to my kitchen. This is the last place that I store. With my paper towels, we also have a bunch of wines. This goes back pretty far, with just a bunch of samples that I've gotten in, wines that we drank pretty readily. I keep a lot of my fortified wines down here. I have so many bottles of port. Yeah, so this is all of that. When you're living in a 775 square foot apartment, you have to hide wine wherever you can. So literally cabinets, wine fridges everywhere, on the floor, wherever we can find space for it, honestly. Okay, so let's move on to some wines in my collection that I'm holding on to that I really like, or some wines that I always have on hand just because I think that they're good, like house wines. Like I feel like everyone should have like a house wine so that when people come over, you have this really good wine, you know that it's gonna be a people pleaser on hand. So I have a couple of those too. I will share them all. Okay, so let's come over here first. This is one of these wines that I always have on hand. Chablis from William Friv. This is Burgundy, all Chardonnay. Chablis, I think that this is always a really nice Chardonnay to have on hand just because it's different than what people expect. It's bright, it's acidic, it's delicious, and relatively affordable. So I always love having something like this on hand. I also keep a ton of bottles on hand from Wink. Like Summer Water is a super pleasing rosé for everybody. I love keeping stuff like this on hand just because it's inexpensive. This is like $15. This one is like $13. They're really inexpensive and they're just easy to drink. I also have this bottle. I probably should have drank this a long time ago. Vanderpump Rosé 2017. I wonder how it's aging. It's been sitting here for a long time. We'll have to give that one a try. What else do we have in here? This is a wine that I just showed in my Valentine's Day video. Les Ducs de los Vacos, I don't know. So this is from Barons de Rothschild in Bordeaux, and it's like the offshoot they're doing in South America. So I think this bottle's like 65 bucks, but more affordable than a wine you would get from them in Bordeaux. So we have that as well. It's kind of it for this. I have some great bottles from Clos Duval, one of my favorites in California. They make really, really nice wines. Their Pinot Noir is one of my favorite. And then I also have, you know, Dutcher Crossing in California. We have some Duro. We have Yarden, which is this Israeli wine, really, really yummy. Oh, we have another Chablis here. I really do enjoy Chablis. Oh, Donna Fugata. This is one of my favorites. I went to Sicily with them, and this is from Mount Etna, so it has this like volcanic yumminess to it, and the labels are beautiful. Let's move on to my fridge here, because this is where I keep a lot of my champagnes. Okay, so here we have the Laurent Perrier Grand Cycle. This is number 24. Super delicious. Letting this one age for a while, but I had it at a tasting, so I'm sitting on it because I want to see what it's going to taste like in some time. And then I also have 2 bottles of Le Grand Dame 2008 from Veuve Clicquot. These I got off of Wine Still Sold Out for like $115 a bottle. When they retail for well over $150, maybe towards $180. So I'm sitting on 2 of these. One will probably be drank this year, and then I'm going to sit on it and drink the other one in some other time because '08 was a really good vintage in champagne, so I'm curious to see how it evolves over time. Oh, we have some Vouvray, Cuvée de Silex. This is the soil type in Vouvray. This is in the Loire Valley. It's not a demi-sec. It has a little less sugar, but it's also not dry. It's like in this weird in-between spot, which is pretty common in Vouvray. We just got you Piper, 9-second Oscars edition Piper. In here we have Laurent Perrier Brut Nature, which I've massacred this label. So sorry. A cool Oscars bottle from Coppola this year. This is a Chardonnay. Then we just have a bottle of Veuve, and then a Laurent Perrier Brut as well. That's what we have in here. Then we come over here. This is where I keep all the still wines that I'm looking to age or just hang on to. So a lot of this is actually like California. So, I have bottles of Signorello. We have some from Trefethen from their 50th anniversary. I really loved Trefethen. The whole fam's awesome. We have a K Brothers Shiraz Block 6. This is a nice bottle. It's definitely letting this age a little bit. More Dutcher Crossing, more Clos Duval. We have a really nice Barolo in here. 14 wasn't the best vintage for Barolo, but I think that maybe if we sit on it for a little bit, it'll be great. This is Fontana Freda. We have some Italian May di Mer. I can never say it, but this is an Amarone Vapliocella from Pasqua. This is a 2010. So that's what, this is just a lot of still wines. Up here, we have some Magnums. This one's from Faust, and they did it with the graffiti artist called Faust. They made this really beautiful wine, 2016 cab. I have this beautiful bottle from Chapoutier. She signed it. I just think it's pretty. It's a 2017. I think this one ages pretty well, even though it is Provence and Grenache. I think that older vintages are pretty good of it. Then we have some Magnums of Piper. All right, everyone, that is what I have in my wine collection. I'd say a decent mix of like some expensive bottles and some cheaper bottles. I like things you can drink right away. Sitting on wine forever is boring sometimes, but we'll let it slide with a couple of bottles. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions about any of the wines I showed you or any of my storage stuff, just drop it in the comments and make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.